Hello, everybody. Ryan Carpenter here with No BS Golf and P45 Knuckle Down Golf. Coming at you again live this morning. Well, wish it was live. We need to do some live. If everybody would get on and ask some questions and throw some stuff at me, like, subscribe, share, comments, you name it. Go to Twitter at P45KDG. Facebook, just look up P45 Knuckle Down Golf. Website, hopefully today, folks, www.P45knuckledowngolf.com. And as always, hit up my partners. They are the best. They got the entertainment for you. It's cold, it's rainy, it's cloudy. It's time. Get down to the golf pub. Go have some fun. Trust me, you're going to love it. That being said, so speaking of loving it, well, this is one of those kind of more grind my gears type thing, unfortunately. And so maybe it's I'm an old fuddy duddy. It's fair. I'm seeing that 50 number all too quickly. So and this kind of goes into my past again, so I wanted to go over this a little bit. But I worked at since the age of 14, worked at some very high end private country clubs for a whole lot of years, and half my career basically. Started out picking balls, cleaning clubs and carts and the whole things. Just really enjoyed it basically, and got into climbing the ladder a little bit and moving my way up. Assistant pro at 18. 5 years at the club I was at for college years and whatnot, and along the way it just kind of, I don't know. I'll credit Dad for sure, and Grandpa, and a number of other important folk in my life over the years that simply taught me well, I guess is really what it comes down to. And I got pretty lucky. I landed some pretty good gigs. I had some crazy, amazing mentors in the golf business that are legends still to this day. And, but the number one thing that they instilled in me was that, look, this is pretty simple. This is not glamour job by any stretch. And it's not going to give, you this propelling career of riches, and it's just not likely. And so, but what they did say was the most important thing is it will give back whatever you put in if you're willing to do it. And at the time, I didn't quite understand it fully. Boy, do I understand it now. But pretty simple was one of my favorite mentors, amazing man, worked in Northeast private country clubs, the classics, down into the super elite clubs in Florida, to then on to Pinehurst, and then on to my favorite, which was my time spent at Wolf Creek back in Kansas City, a very high-end elite private country club, not a country club, sorry, golf club, limited membership, lots of things. And so I guess where it boils down to is this, we chose the job, we chose the profession, we chose the life based off one simple factor. We love the game. Now, to me, what does that mean? That means that I need to be ready at all times and eager to provide anyone and everyone coming to the game the best experience possible, whatever my role is in that. And back in the day, what we used to say was, look, the world is the way it is, and I don't care. When I walk on the property, the world don't exist no more. This is a different world. When I was running my private golf clubs and golf courses and whatnot, we got a different world here. We're going to create a different world here for a reason, because we're here to provide the best golf experience possible. And so we used to talk about it all the time and try to have fun with it and come up with little games, little things, whatever. But one of the key sayings I used to use constantly was kill them with kindness. Don't worry about it. First of all, don't take anything personal ever. Nothing happening coming through that door really ever has anything to do with you whatsoever. And we're going to let them bring their world in, but then we're going to hopefully change that for them while they're here and kill them with kindness. Throw it over your shoulder. Don't let anything affect you. Move on. Do your best. If you have an issue, you come to me, period, the end. And and I see it. It's out there all in the world now. Everybody's got just this job mentality. It's just a job. No, it's not. It is more than a job, first of all. Second, if it is just a job, this is not the place for you. That is not what this is about. That's not what it's for. And we've got to figure out how to not make it a job then if that's the case. Third, kill them with kindness. But then if that doesn't work and you go another level where the people who are employed to provide the golf, whether it's, and this is anything, whether it's a club fitting, whether it's a lesson, whether it's I'm in the shop answering the phone, I'm on carts, getting them up for the players. This is every role that exists. If it becomes the opposite of that, and it's very easy to tell, and then if it becomes something that starts to spill into like dangerous territory, behaviors and activities that affect everyone else around that facility, then it's a huge problem. And yeah, it's sad to see, but unfortunately, I have seen it, and it makes me kind of sad to see that this is the way now the golf business is going to some degree as well. I hope it doesn't. I hope it changes. And yeah, it's some of the things that I do miss about the old days for sure was we were excited to get to work every day. We were excited to be amongst and a part of our little internal world separate from the rest of the world. And case that, that was important. Not just to provide the customer. I mean, we have to provide something for the customers, there's no doubt, but that was important for me and my staff. I wanted my staff to have a fun, comfortable place to come be a part of this thing. And so I don't know. It's I know it exists in the rest of the world, but I hope to some degree it starts to change and go back that way. It may not, unfortunately, and it is what it is. But I'll tell you this right now, folks. Here's the most important thing when it comes to my business and what I'm doing. I'm not teaching just golf. Yeah, it's a big part of it. I'm taking 25 plus years of experience in this whole thing from every aspect of golf. There's very little I haven't seen. There's very little I haven't been a part of. And I'm applying it to my everyday time with my players. And I'm trying to basically build them in ways that has way more to do with than go here versus there. Okay, we know better. Okay, fine, whatever. But we're trying to build also an appropriate level of understanding and education into the process that becomes part of their journey as players. This is a journey. This is a development from mind, body, and soul. Everything comes into play when it comes to this process. It's not just how to swing a dang golf club. That's just part of it. And I want to make it apparent every day that my student is the most important thing, hands down. And every lesson I go into, it is the most important lesson I've ever given. And if I find myself slipping on that just a little bit, I crack myself with the whip and say, hey, get better immediately. So anyways, my 2 cents, a little preachy. I get it. But I did want to say, I hope that y'all can, give me some examples, if you will. Give me some, people in the business that you love. You go to this golf course in this area. I want to know who these people are. I want to know who the best of the best are. It can be a bartender. It can be a chef. It can be a general manager. It can be a front of the house manager. It can be a cart kid. It can be a range ball picker. It can be, I don't care. I want to know who the best of the best in the business are right here in Central Georgia. You leave me names. I want to know. And I'm going to figure something out, whether it's a free hour at the golf pub or something. I want to take care of these folks because I know they exist. I know the ones at my club that exist, and I love them. They are great, and I appreciate them, and I want them to know that every day. The ones that really do a great job, that care, and put forth the effort, and that's the most important thing to me. So sorry to get off on a little rant there, but it just kind of was eating at me all night, and I will say this. I know the ones that are doing it great and y'all are appreciated. That's for damn sure. And I want you to keep it up, and I'll do everything I can to make sure you know that. But I want to know the people I don't know because I don't get around to all these golf clubs around here all the time. So all around the area, send me in names, tell me who they are, what their position is, and why you love what they do, and you are excited to see them every time you go to play golf. So that's it for now. I got to get going. We got other things to do. Ryan Carpenter, No BS Golf, P45, Knuckle Down Golf. Look me up at www.thegolfpub.com. Take care, folks.